There's some bad juju on that fish.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Action Bros Gaming. Now, unfortunately, over the past week, I got very unwell, and I did not make a video for last week. So, not even a month or two in, and I've already failed. But the whole point of the trying to post once a week is that I just want to make sure that I'm actively pursuing this and that I'm not procrastinating. And this past week really taught me a lot because I literally was recording Tuesday, and I was thinking I'm just going to jam it all in one day, and I realized that's not a really good idea. That's a pretty terrible idea, and I really shouldn't do that. So I'm going to try and see if I can start really trying to hammer home and trying to get this stuff done as soon as possible for y'all guys to see. So without further ado, today we are once again going into Silver Creek Falls Chapter 2. Now, I know we haven't done a Layers of Fear 2 in a while, but Shay is off doing what the hell ever, so that's why I'm playing this. So we're doing this for today. But I'll try and get a Layers of Fear out soon. I'll let y'all guys know whenever that comes around. But without further ado, let us continue our detective journey and figure out what lies beyond. Why do I always do what lies beyond? Let us continue forward. I always do that too. Let us go. Yeah, alright. So we just did the interrogation. Well, not the interrogation, that's a bit extreme. But yeah. Let's see. Please find my husband. Even though he's been very distant, I still love him very much. We'll do our best, Lee. I guess we go home now? So, what do you think? I have a pretty good idea, but I still want to talk to my contact in Trenton to confirm it. You don't want to mention the naughty vixen? Don't want to strain the man's name without knowing everything. Besides, I have a feeling that he didn't foot that bill for himself. South Ward, Trenton, New Jersey. Oh, hello. Oh damn, rainy day. We're not meeting him in there, we're meeting him out here somewhere. Did he specify where he wanted to meet? Not really. He just gives a general location and moves around until we meet. He does this in case he gets tailed. Makes sense, I guess. Okay, so who are we meeting and why? I didn't... Where are you? Sir? Informer? We would like to request your information, please. Well, could you tell us what you know about these murders? And who is the cause of them, please? Sir? Sir? Wait, am I just gonna wait around all day? Like, where the hell is this guy? Oh! I thought that was a wall! This neighborhood is really seedy. Who are we meeting again? One of my contacts with the Lucio family? I assume not Lucio. Depends on whether or not they're Italian. One of my contacts with the Lucio family. Lucio family? I don't think I've heard of them. Unless you were born in the 1960s, you wouldn't have. They were one of the big mafia families of New Jersey back in the day. But thanks to the bitter infighting and the very poorly planned wars with other families, the clan was all but completely annihilated. After the war, they had to swear fealty to the Spagnola family to stop them from being completely destroyed. Today, they survive running a small chain of illegal gambling saloons in the tri-state area. So, this guy's a mole? Not exactly. The Lucio family sells the FBI information. In exchange, we turn a blind eye on their ring of gambling saloons. I know the Lucio family well. Heck, I even get invited to their weddings and birthdays. That's so sketchy. Do you go? Of course, why wouldn't I? They always have awesome food. You're an interesting one. So let's look. See if we can find this guy. What are you? A newspaper? Got a lot of trash everywhere. It's so realistic. It's just like a city. So I guess it's not going to be in any normal building. Let's see. Is that the guy? Oh man. Okay, out of all the things I was expecting, that was the last thing that I was expecting. Okay. Hey, what are you looking at? I guess that's not our informant. Oh, is that our dude? Is that our dude? Hey, Marco, how you doing? Special Agent Valdez, what brings you to our humble neck of the woods? Just as usual. See some old friends, maybe pick up some salami and cheese at Tornatore's. Who knows, might drop by the dinner at Guisapes. You sleazy dog. You're there to see old Giacomo's daughter, aren't you? What are you talking about, Paisan? She's just a kid. Come on, don't act all innocent. Everybody knows she's been legal for at least 3 years now. Gotta ask, man, this broad with the FBI too? She on the level? Yeah, she's on the level. Sarah, this is Marco. Marco, this is Sarah. Hey, how you doing? Hi. Icy, just the way I like him. What did you say, you piece of... Easy there, Fitzgerald. Remember, we're on their turf. Make it quick. Hey, Marco, check this out. This ring look familiar to you? Oh, yeah, I know this ring. What can you tell us about it? Is it the ring worn by the Spagnola family members, right? Not quite. 2 snakes around the halberd. Yeah, that's made by the Spagnolas, but it ain't for them. When I saw Matteo Spagnola in Vegas, he had a ring like this. Similar, yes, but not the same. See the crest? One of the snakes has a red eye and the other has a green eye. That means this person works for the Spagnola family. The person we found this on was a hedge fund manager. Maybe the Spagnola family was one of their customers. Only customers. Spagnola family don't like to share. If this guy had this ring, that means he worked directly for the Spagnola family but wasn't a member of the family. Spagnola family demand absolute loyalty. They never hire outsiders. For example, a lawyer that works for the Spagnola family exclusively works for the Spagnolas and doesn't take any other clients. Same goes for the barbers, dentists, accountants, etc. I get it. Makes keeping information secret a lot easier. Exactly. Okay, so Matteo's ring is different. Okay, so if you're a member of the family, extended family included, then you wear a ring with 2 diamonds for the eyes of the 2 snakes. If you're a member of one of the satellite families like mine, then you wear a ring where the eyes are purple. Seems a pretty complicated way of doing things. Spagnolas have grown so strong and powerful that they got tons of families and professionals working for them. This is so we can identify each other in the real world, and is also used in the means for the Spagnolas to bully other smaller families. I get it. Do you know anything about a guy called Connor Friedman? The name doesn't ring a bell. Is he the owner of this ring? Yep, why would you just go out and say that? That's just not sort of information that you would really want to... That's kind of confidential, don't you think? This guy may have been the hedge fund manager. Hedge fund manager? Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Really, do you know where we can find them? Sorry to tell you this, but he's probably sleeping with the fishes. That's cheesy. What? Let me explain. During the financial crisis, a lot of investment bankers and hedge fund managers turned to the mafia to cover their losses. I think this Connor Friedman guy was one of them. Anyway, so I know the Spagnolas hired a bunch of them to look into the emerging markets. It was a pretty fair deal, if you ask me. All they asked was that they swear loyalty and work for them for the rest of their lives. In exchange, they got a bunch of these guys out of debt. The Spagnolas made an absolute killing off this little operation. Now, I heard that one of these hedge fund managers got greedy and was dissatisfied with the wages the Spagnolas gave them. So this bozo starts skimming profits off the top and pocketing them for himself. Got away with this for a whole year. Then one day the Spagnola accountant starts looking at the books, and it's clear as day this guy is stealing money. I heard he stole a car and tried to drive to South Mexico. I don't know what exactly happened, but from what I could tell, he was taken care of. Short was this guy? Not really, just repeating what I heard around. Might be some other guy. I could ask around, but it might get some unwanted attention. I get you, that's fine. We can leave it at that for now. One last question. Anything for you, sweet cheeks? What the hell is this guy? Ugh. Do you know anything about Bolt Pharmaceutical? The guys that make the aspirins? In relation to the Spagnolas or the Lucios. I assume it's Lucio since I'm pretty sure these guys are Italian. That's the way this game's kind of been going. A little stereotypical, but still good. I'm still having fun with it. I love how this guy just has all the exposition that we ever could. This dude is like the best informant ever. In relation to the Spagnolas or the Lucios, nothing really. Aren't they a foreign company? You know if the Spagnolas were doing any special business with them or anything, or what relation Connor Friedman would have to them? That's kind of specific and, to be honest, way above my pay grade. Only the Don, some of the capos and the consigliere would know these kinds of details. I totally mispronounced all of that. Okay then, Marco, thanks for all your help. Say hi to your mother for me, okay? Wow, so that was a lot of information. So apparently he was skimming some profits off the top and got just bamboozled. He got destroyed. He is no more. I would assume, because we saw the blood on the ground, the blood that allegedly matched his, with a lot of items that were his, or the possession items matched, like the wine bottle and things like that. So we can only assume that this guy is no longer with us, and there's a reason for. Wow. Okay, that was a jump. Beaumont, Trenton, New Jersey. Okay. Quite the little skip doodah there. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. Where are we going? I don't know where we're going. Luigi's Bakery seems to be closed. Fair enough, it's pretty dark. I like the noir jazz going on. Oh, this is the hotel. Well, this looks very similar to our hotel in Philadelphia. Welcome to the Beaumont Trenton. Beaumont, it's part of the same chain. Yes, they have excellent rewards programs, you know. If we're going to stay in such a similar hotel, why didn't we just stay in Beaumont in Philadelphia? Philadelphia and Trenton are just an hour away from each other. At least I could have unpacked and left my luggage there. You have a point there. On that subject, this Beaumont chain sure has some nerve with naming their hotels. We're 20 miles away from Trenton. They're affordable and nice. I happen to like them. I don't mind the drive. They treat me very well, you know. Of course they do. You're their best customer. You're probably the only one that signs up for their loyalty program. If you must know, there is a very special reason I'm doing this. I'll tell you inside. So the real question that I've got now is, I think the Spagnolas might be behind these murders. So it's a bigger operation than just this small town. And I'm wondering, what would the fraternity girls that died and the people that died in the park have to do with the Spagnola family? Okay, what's your special reason? Firstly, this case seems quite dangerous, so we shouldn't sleep in the same place twice in a row. Fair enough. Secondly, this chain belongs to the Spagnola family. Oh, get out of here. Seriously? That's cool. What? A lot of the big capos stay in this chain. You'd have to be an idiot to try anything funny here. I have to say, you're one of the weirdest cops I've ever met. But I gotta admit, you have a point. Yeah, that's pretty smart. It's not my first rodeo. Hey, about today. Do you think we should tell Lee Friedman that her husband's probably dead? Nah, I'd rather confirm it before having sent a message. Besides, I'll probably let an officer from Philly deliver the news. I hate telling people that sort of thing. Oh yeah, you know, that's people. I would want to tell them myself, especially if I was investigating it, because, you know, at least it's not just some rando. I would have some stake in the matter, you know. Otherwise, I would have gone to med school, right? Med school. Right. Mr. Valdez, welcome back. Hi, Ricardo, thank you. 2 single rooms, please. Oh, and here's my loyalty card. It's okay, we have you on record. Why am I not surprised? Oh, you also have a package from Mr. DeLuca. Oh, could it be? Yes! Oh, I need to call him tonight to thank him. What did you get? Culatello, from the Emilia-Romagna region in Italy. It's this exquisite and very rare ham. I'm so excited. That actually sounds really nice. Culatello. I love Italian. I love Italian. Can I just say that? I love Italian so much. I'll tell Mr. DeLuca how pleased you were. Also, here's some room keys, Stefano, from Philadelphia Hotel. Called to tell me you were coming. Same rooms as before, 903 for you, Mr. Valdez, and 803 for Mrs. Fitzgerald. Thank you, Ricardo. Sarah, I want to go to the bakery to pick up some bread for this ham. They have some really awesome bakeries here. Want to come with? There might be some ham in it for you. Luigi's was closed. Hold up. Okay, that was an accident. Wait a minute. Guys. Let's go back. He said he's going to the bakery. I should have checked the other buildings. It's just across the park. Luigi's Bakery is closed. Yay, I see you found me. Ah, okay. I mean, why not? Yeah, since the bakery was closed, I figured you'd go to a restaurant instead. Good job, detective. Shall we get a seat? Sorry, the Pats are playing tonight, so I'm gonna just grab some quick and watch the game in my room. Or we can watch it on TV here. Unless you happen to support the teams from New York like the Yankees or the Giants. Then I don't want to watch with you. Not a big sports fan. Not a big sports fan? What the hell are you doing during Thanksgiving? Eat. Tons. My mom's Italian and my dad's Puerto Rican, so it's a carb overload on both fronts. How could I forget your favorite hobby? Oh, she's so Boston. You're lucky. My Thanksgivings are wicked violent. Yep. My dad's family's from South Boston, and we get wicked hammered. If we're not watching any sports, we end up fighting. Yikes. How about your mom? She's from Norfolk, Virginia, but she moved up to Boston to be with my dad. So you have some roots in Norfolk. I'm guessing that's why you moved there. Pretty much. My mom was getting old, so she wanted to return to Virginia. How'd your dad take it? He stayed back in Boston for a while, but when the Red Sox won the World Series in 2004, he said, "The curse of the Bambino is over. My work is done." That's funny. After that, he moved to Virginia to be with my mom. I only came over last year, though. Let me guess. You wanted to see... Something about the Red Sox. I accidentally pressed the space bar again. I am sorry. What can I get you? Can I get a slice of pepperoni pizza and an orange soda? Coming right up. That sounds delicious right now. Well, let's go watch the game. Hell yeah, you from Boston? Dorchester Heights, how about you? I'm originally from Providence, but I lived in Jamaica Plain for a while before I moved down here. Hearing your accent makes me feel like I'm back home. Did you catch the Sox game last week? Wouldn't miss it for the world. I think we stand really strong with the chance of winning the World Series this year. Now that the curse of Bambino is over, the sky's the limit, right? Oh, that's cute. So we got to watch the game. That was fun. That's cool. I like that they actually added that option in there. There wasn't much to it, but it's nice to have the detail, to have the ability. And I got really scared for a second there. Man. Because I was like, the bakery isn't open. Where is he going? But it's just the room is identical. Whoa! Sleep? Yeah, let's do it. Day 3. Alright, let's see what adventures behold us for today. Let's please not have another cat. Okay, good. Hi, madam. Hope you slept well. Like a baby, thanks. Sarah passed the key card to the concierge. Good deal. Let's do some more investigating! Seems the trail for Connor Freeman's gone cold. Any ideas? I could ask around my Mafia contacts more, but that's really wasted favors. Besides, I have another lead. Cool, what do you have? Do you remember that poor deputy that was killed in Silver Creek Falls? Yeah. Deputy Hill, poor kid. He was so young. Every time. This lady had a note, and I just pressed it again. I'm so sorry. I'll put that up. Read that. I'll read it too, so I'll know. And then we'll both know. That would be cool. There was a note about something. Yeah, so. It's been a week since Deputy Hill was killed. Why did this not come up sooner? When she first got the note, she didn't realize it was for him. It was only later, when she looked at it again, that she worked it out. I had her fax it to me. Check it out. The The cipher that unlocks the message is on my carpet. L. Davis. Lieutenant? Or Lee Davis. The sheriff! Lee Davis must have left this form to find so he could decipher those crazy notes. I'm guessing your FBI crew grabbed them from the police station? The originals were stolen when Special Agent West was murdered, but I do have photocopies. So, back to Silver Creek Falls? Yep. Alright, let's hit it. Let's decipher some codes. Oh, man. It's getting sick up in here. Sorry, Sarah, but I have to get this. Go for it. Hey, boss, what's up? What? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually on our way. No problem. What's up? That was my unit chief. Apparently there was another incident. Oh, shit. In Silver Creek Falls? Not quite, about 30 miles away, in a small fishing town called Walleye Head. You said it was on our way? We need to take a small detour to get there, so the chances we won't have time to see anything in Silver Creek Falls today. Fair enough. Shall we get going? Alright, what was the incident? Walleye Head, Bird County, North Carolina. Oh, Jesus. Hi, Sheriff Majors? That's me. I'm guessing you're the FBI agent they sent to look at this. That's right. My name is Special Agent Valdez, and this is Detective Sarah Fitzgerald. Sheriff? So what's going on here? Mighty strange case up here. Mighty strange indeed. I reckon you folks best take a look for yourselves. Can you please give us some background on what's going on? Certainly, ma'am. Last night a lady named Maddie Coble started saying her husband and brother-in-law hadn't come home the previous night. The two brothers named Chester and Eddie both worked at this warehouse you see here. What was this warehouse for? I reckon best we mosey on in so I can explain things better. Y'all have pocket handkerchiefs on you. I tell you, it smells like dead varmint in there. Holy shit, what happened? Look at this place. My God. Lead the way. Oh, Jesus. Wow, that's a lot of blood. You know what that means? Blood samples. Look at all the blood everywhere. This might be even worse than the sorority house in Silver Creek Falls. Now, y'all need to understand that they gut and clean fish here, so perhaps some of that blood could be fish blood. Thanks. Shall we get to work? Great. More holes. Jesus, this place really stinks. When I got the call from Mrs. Coble, I reckoned the first place I'd find Chester and Eddie would be the warehouse, since that's where they work. Ugh, it smells really bad. To answer your earlier question, this warehouse is where they pack frozen fish at the Schwartz Fishing Corporation. That explains the smell. Goes to show what you know about fishing, boy. Fresh fish doesn't smell, nor does frozen fish. When I got here, not only did I find boxes of fish outside the freezer room, but this darn mess of blood and guts everywhere, too. Any bodies? Negative. Just blood everywhere, and God dang it! Sorry. So what did you do next? I heard something mighty similar went down in Silver Creek Falls, so I sent a report to the chief of police in Charlotte. In turn, he passed it on to the commissioner. Next thing I know, you FBI are involved. If you have any more questions, I'll be here. So you're closing the case here? I'm keeping a sharp eye out, but there is little else I can really do. There are no bodies, so I have no reason to believe the Coble brothers could still be alive. On the other hand, there's a lot of blood here. Alright, so we have holes, just like before. Blood sample. That's a white perch. I'll take it. Blood sample. Blood sample. Blood sample. Blood sample. Blood sample. This one's an American shad. Ooh, a note. Power needed to activate the freezer door. Fair enough. I assume that's the freezer door. Blood sample. Blood sample. Blood sample. Why is there a mattress here? There was another man who worked here. We knew him as Old Clyde. He slept here a night or two. He was homeless. Was he also reported as missing? Old Clyde ain't got no family. The only people that really knew him were Chester and Eddie. Heck, I don't even know if Clyde is his real name. Seem to know a few things about him. When you're the sheriff of a town of 600 people, there really is no one you know nothing about. Blood sample. A discarded fish. Man, it sucks to have all this go to waste. Yep, after we file the paperwork, we're going to throw all this away. So I'm guessing the frozen fish too? Affirmative. There's some bad juju on that fish. Sorry. I just thought that's gotta be what I put in the intro. Shorts Fisheries has been pressuring me to let their cleaners in already, but I wanted to keep it the way it was for you to see what I saw. And I mean, fair enough, because why would you... That would be bad. That would be really shitty for the company to be like, hey, you know, we kind of want to clean this place up. Like, now? Before any FBI get there? That's shady as hell. Schwartz Fisheries, that rings a bell. Subsidiary of the Schwartz Banking Corporation. A banking company has a fish company too. Okay. Its members descended from Jebediah Schwartz, the founder of Silver Creek Falls. Interesting. For a long time, they were the most influential family in these parts. They still have a lot of power, though. It's a bass, Renoki bass. I love that. Right after all that spill, it's a fish, because that's what I'd clicked on. Just that whole spill about Jebediah and all that. It's like, it's a bass. Blood sample. 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 A local catfish. Blood sample. This one's out of place. Looks like an Arctic char. Seem to know your fish, Sheriff. Everyone around here knows they're fish. It's a fish in town, but this Arctic char doesn't really belong. How are you shorts an Arctic char? My brother lives in Newfoundland, and I go up north to go fishing with him when I get the chance. That there is an Arctic char. I love how that's his reasoning. It's like, that's an Arctic char. Why? What makes it an Arctic char? I go up fishing with my brother up north. That's an Arctic char. It's like, okay. Now, whatever the hell it's doing down here is mystery to me. God, so many mysteries. And, of course, this is a walleye. Employees must wash hands before resuming work. Valdez, check this out. Oh my god, that's a goat head, isn't it? It really reeks. It's been there for a while. It's so gross. It still has hair and horns on it. Any sign of the rest of the goat? Nope, just the head. That's really weird. Nobody raises goats around here. I wonder where they got it from. Dude, that guy looks freaking tired. He looks like he needs some sleep. There's more. A bottle of blood and some candles. There'll be the devil to pay. Something unholy happened here. There's always rumors about the Coble brothers ain't right in the head. But this... Let's not speculate anything yet, Sheriff. Please, add all this to the pile of evidence. Yuck, this gray water's been sitting here for days. Finally, some fresh air. Can you open the door any more than that? It's jammed. It just leads to the generator. You can walk through the fence outside. Oh, okay. Well, I need to get the power on so I can go inside the freezer. Looks like they're having a few beers at work. Blood sample. Frozen walleye. Finest fish in the Atlantic, if you ask me. Founders of this town liked it so much they named the whole darn town after it. Bullhead catfish. White perch. American shad. Renoki bass. That should bring the power back on. Oh, wow. I didn't know I could just do that. Flip the switch. Jesus. What was that? Did you see that? Or, I don't know who I was voicing there. I saw something out of the corner of my eye. The door shut, too. Must have been from the stored air pressure in the freezer room. Still doesn't explain that thing I saw. Huh. That's weird. That's like the second time I think we've seen that. Blood sample. Blood sample. Blood sample. Blood sample. Wait, is that? No, it can't be. It is. Dagnabbit, it's a foot. Here, I have a plastic bag. What the hell happened here? Looks fresh. The meat is still reddish. Thank you, Sheriff. Let's have that sent to forensics in Durham. Yes, ma'am. Blood sample. Blood sample. Blood sample. So a foot was in there. Frozen Renoki bass. Frozen catfish. Frozen perch. Frozen walleye. Okay. Let's go investigate that strange aura. That light that we saw. It won't open. Nope. We can walk through the fence outside. Alright, let's go! Yes! Should probably take a look around the back quickly. It's probably just the one from the generators. I know what I saw. I think. Actually, now that I remember it, old Clyde did have one other friend. Really? Who? A Native American named Eric Johnson. You see, old Clyde appeared here in the Walleye Head. Most of the townsfolk were none too pleased and didn't receive him very well. Eric, knowing a thing or two about being disenfranchised, was very kind to Clyde. He gave Clyde a job at a convenience store and let him even stay at his house. So what happened? When the tornado hit 2 years ago, poor Eric lost his convenience store and the house. Seeing it as a sign, he gave old Clyde half his savings and left Walleye Head. What a generous man. If you believe in karma, you'll like this story. He moved to Oklahoma and ended up making it big there. That's awesome. What business? I understand it may sound cliche, but he owns a casino there. Ah, that's kind of funny. Of course. You could try and track him down to ask him questions, but I don't think the two of them were in touch. If you're trying to look for him, you... Oh, God dang it! Stop! Stop pressing the space bar so many damn times. Yeah. It's great. I need this information. Thanks for all your help, Sheriff. My pleasure, son. Wait, are you considering going to Oklahoma to follow this lead? Seems like we're on a bit of a weak lead, so probably not. Besides, we really should get back to the case of Silver Creek Falls. You think this case is related? Most likely. So are we done here? That'll be all, Sheriff. You have all the evidence and samples? Sarah hands the sheriff all the blood samples and evidence. Yep. We need to continue on to Silver Creek Falls, but I'll type in a report and maybe someone from DC might come down and take a look later. I still want to check and see what's out back. That's odd. More soft animal hair. What? Looks like someone cut through the fence. Whoever did this did a really messy job of it. Huh. Well, I guess it was nothing. Weird, that's the second time that's happened, though. That's strange. Beaumont Rocky Mount, Nash County, North Carolina. Alright, we are going to save it there. I already got a lot to go through. But thank you guys so much for watching, honestly. God, there's so many different things that are connecting in here. It's like we have the Spagnola family, we have this weird animal that we keep seeing. We got the pharmaceutical company, we have the banking company. You know, we have all these like different leads, all these different places where things have none of them are clicking yet, and it's confusing, you know. But I'm really thinking we're getting closer and closer to solving this. I think if we just keep going, more will be revealed, and we'll start making connections relatively soon. That's my guess, but either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.